right, what is going on? What is up? Salute to the tribe. What is up? What's happening? Look, y'all, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Let's get right into this. Another 7 reasons to add on to the few we talked about yesterday that hot women find attractive, handsome, masculine men irresistible is to expand upon just your ability to pick up things quickly, but more so your determination to always upgrade yourself, to be learning. I guess you would just call it your thirst for knowledge, man. Your thirst for knowledge, your unquenchable thirst for knowledge. And you're not like doing stuff where you're just going to school and just, I'm in college and learning a bunch of stuff that you don't really need to know and only learning about 20% or 10% that you do, but like just investing your time into teaching. Well, not really teaching yourself if you're learning from other people online, just allowing God to navigate you to the right people to teach you what you need to know for the stuff that you need in your life, where you're really specializing in learning things for your life. For example, I'll use myself, just learning stuff about fitness. Yeah, shout out to the bodybuilder uh, a group out there on YouTube. Some of them actually like respond back to comments, and I think it's beast mode or something like that. Something like that. Some type of it's a black dude that you know what I'm saying. He's a bodybuilder, and he has some really good commentary, and he's talking about not just bodybuilding, but how it's connected, spiritually with you, and how you have to have that spiritual thing going on, grounding yourself, get one with nature, and bodybuilding. It's going to tap you in on a whole different level. That's the kind of see when you're like looking through stuff, and I'm like watching these different bodybuilders, but they're more on a 3D realm, kind of gaslighting everything else. That's not something they can see, feel, taste, or touch. Whereas you like find the ones that have elevated and they're talking about how, bodybuilding, you're really just trying to perfect the vessel that God gave you, and you're showing God appreciation. This is my perspective. I'm showing God appreciation for the vessel he gave me by making sure that I carve it in the best version of myself, in the most likeness of God, which would be the least amount of body fat, which would be a decent amount of muscle. You know what I'm saying? Looking like something that was carved by the Greeks or something like that, man. Just giving honor to God, and when you're doing it on a higher level, and everybody knows when you're doing things on a spiritual level towards whoever you consider to be the Most High, and whatever religion or spirituality you practice, it makes it deeper. It means a lot more to you. Therefore, you're going to put more into it. And you're going to think more about it while you're doing it, because you're doing it for a reason. And this kind of attention to detail and this specialized type of learning that you do, it is insanely irresistible to women to want to be around, and for people to want to learn from. Because as I'm learning while I'm out here doing my thing, the kind of way that we're built is not the standard for most people. And see, if you don't move outside of your town and try different things. Now, I always knew that I was meant to be bigger than where I was from. I knew that I was around a bunch of small-minded people when I was younger. That's why when I was in high school, and everybody's talking about going to college, and they're all going to go to the same colleges together. And I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. And then that Army recruiter came in, and he was just chopping it up, shucking and jiving, flirting with the teachers, even though he was married. And they were just like, looking at him crazy. He's in uniform. And I'm like, yeah, I think I can do that. And then he was like, my recruiter was like, you're going to do really well in the Army, man. He said the only problem with you is you don't like being told what to do. And I don't know how he picked up on that in a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? That he was getting us trained up. Me and my sister, we both went at the same time. He's like, man, you just don't like being told what to do. That's going to be your biggest problem. I'm like, no, it's not. I don't want to be told what to do, so I'm going to make rank as quick as possible. And that's what I did. I got in there and started ranking up because I got tired of being told what to do by idiots. And it's this specialized type of thinking where you go after what you want, and you get these spiritual nudges because, again, people can learn things in school and learn things from observation and woo, 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 but it's that common sense, man, that street smarts, that that intuition, that man's intuition, where you can just you get a nudge, or uh you'll just notice something that just seems like it's being highlighted for you to notice that day in an article, or in some type of video you're watching for learning, or shoot, it could be out and about, and just in the grocery store, and you just happen to catch or overhear someone, or maybe there's something on sale, and there's some kind of gimmick or whatever, and you see something in the words that stand out to you, and these nudges, this is God talking to you, and that's how God talks a lot, and a lot that's how God talks a lot of the time, and most of the time people ignore it because they're if they haven't been taught that this is what it is, then they just assume that whatever that they're seeing ain't real. Do you know what I'm saying? So with me, like, I don't do that. I've been trained by too many people in the Army, then the White House, then after the White House, just taking what I knew and teaching myself engineering. And then just, I got out the military and started making almost 100K right out the bat, and then switched over to night shift, and then was making over 100K, making 110 right after getting out the military. So just knowing, I knew what to use in the military to get the civilian equivalent, and I knew how to look up jobs. Knowing, and I ain't gonna be like, well, this is common sense. No, it's not. I mean, it's common sense, but everybody don't have it. Knowing how to look on Indeed and things like that to find the average salary that the jobs you're looking for are going at, and then asking for 10 to 15,000 more without ever having to be taught this. Knowing to go into an interview and babble as much as I can about myself, giving the interviewer very little time to ask me questions, and he's going to be pressed for time. I done took power from him, and now I'm in control. Have him tell you, hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, I'm excited. I'm just super enthusiastic about the job. And you know what I mean? And this is all a strategy. You know what I mean? Your ability to just know these things, move like this isn't the kind of stuff that can be taught in school. This is what kept me from getting blown up in Iraq. This is what both times I was over there. This is what told me, hey, you could just keep staying in the regular Army, but there's an opportunity here at Fort Hood for you to get this White House communications job. And it only comes around every blue moon. No one even knows about it. No one ever talks about it. This is a sign from God to be like, if you get this and you do this, you'll never have to work hard again a day in your life. You'll get whatever job you want. I had to work hard to get that White House job. And to qualify for it, you had to go through it. They were doing a full background check. But once I got in and I got it, I never had a problem getting a job in the civilian sector after that. It's knowing this kind of stuff and being able to merge that spiritual intuition and common sense with just book smarts and just regular everyday life type of activity, to where it just seems like you're smoothing through everything with ease. People just they don't know how you do it. They don't know how you do it. But look, I don't want this run over too long. I'm gonna drop another one. You guys, I'll just talk and talk and talk. Ask my cousins, man. Now, I know they'd be like trying to come up with ways to get off the phone or whatever, because I just, you got a lot of ideas and stuff like that, man. You just talk. That's why you got to find your tribe, man. I feel like talking just as much, you know what I'm saying? But you guys smash the like button, go ahead and subscribe, join the tribe, drop a comment, hit the notification bell. What do you think? What did you learn? What do you did it make sense what I'm saying? Am I articulating myself? Is it the words lining up with the message and coherently making sense? And you guys, I appreciate all the comments from the last couple of videos where I'm hoping that whatever I'm saying isn't going over people's heads and that it's making sense. And you guys let me know that it is making sense and that you appreciate it. Salute. I appreciate y'all letting me know what's happening on that, and continue to do so. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.